Hi Sagittarius, welcome. This is your love and relationships reading for August 2023. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Sagittarius, I'm tapping into an energy of someone that's around you, either energetically or physically, leaving it open, so it could be a lover, a potential lover, friend, family member. We'll see who comes through for my Sagittarius out there. And if you're cross-watching for Sagittarius, this can resonate as them, so keep that in mind as well. It is a general reading meant for a lot of people, so if this isn't your reading today, feel free to check out your other sign placements here on the channel for messages that may be there for you. So Sag, my Sagittarians, let's see. When it comes to the person that's coming through for you, what do you need to know for August 2023 for Sagittarius? Let us take a look. Sagittarius, if you wouldn't mind, while you have a minute, press that thumbs up button, guys. I'd be super appreciative if you would. Thank you all so much for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. If you're a newcomer, I do hope that you consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. So Sag, let's get down to it. I'm going to pull some oracle cards. Firstly, I want to get your energy. So please show me Sagittarius' energy for the month of August. Sagittarius, energy of Sagittarius. Oh, we've got the beggar here. Okay. Now this is a survival energy that I'm feeling around this now. For you, it's second nature. You are a survivor. I mean, when you look at the cards that are associated with Sagittarius, you've got the 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. All talk about pushing through major obstacles to get to a place of self-empowerment. So I get an energy here of standing up and empowering yourself, and it's a matter of like physical survival for you. It's something that is incredibly important. Okay, now let's get the person that you're dealing with. Let's take a look at their energy in the month of August. Slave, oh goodness gracious, what's this about? Okay. Beggar and slave. This is really interesting because there's this energy of survival and of I will survive. You know, think of it as that Gloria Gaynor song, because that's what's coming to mind. And then we've got this person who's like putty in your hands. Okay. Let's get the connecting energy here, guys. I'm going to get the connecting energy. This will give us a better idea of the dynamic that's playing out between the two of you. Gosh. It seems to be about power, but let's see. What's the connecting energy for these two, please? Okay, we've got Spirit. The angels of the four directions. So this is the... this is spiritual enlightenment. This is power, spiritual power. To do the right thing, to not close yourself off or close your eyes to the amount of power that one wields. Okay, well, Sag, let's see where this goes. We do have Temperance, but this is your card. It's coming up in the reverse. This is past energy. Sunflower, front and center. I love this card deck, by the way. It's the Chrysalis Tarot. Still available on Amazon if you're interested. Golden Flower. Now, Temperance in reverse for you. This is where this energy of survival kicks in, because when things are not working out, these are when your survival instincts kick in. It's a reactionary energy. So when you're feeling not in alignment, when you're feeling out of place, when you're feeling like things are not yeah, it feels like being out of place. Not being in the right place at the right time, and not having the job that you want, not having the relationship that you want, all of those things. And just being in survival mode. I mean, when we're in survival mode and we're having to really focus on things of super importance, like I'm talking about feeding yourself, making sure that you've got a roof over your head, making sure that your children are taken care of, all of that. When you're in that mindset, you can't think of other things, really. You're totally focused on those matters of survival. And spiritual things tend to go by the wayside as well, because spirituality tends to be a fixation of those that are perhaps got a little bit more time to focus on things that aren't a matter of survival. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. Okay. So Sagittarius, let's see. And here's the moon. Goodness. Things are happening. Things are happening behind the scenes that you don't know about. And it's this energy here of angels of the four directions. So Spirit is saying, relax. You're being taken care of. Go with the flow. There's an energy of tidal energy. Not letting your moods shift with the direction of what's going on around you, especially if you're an empath or a super empath. You can tend to pick up the moods of those around you, let it affect you to the point where it has some kind of detrimental effect on your life, and then again, a matter of survival. Trust your instincts and recognize when something has the power or the potential to impact you in such a way where these survival instincts kick in. Fight or flight. Anything where you feel that sense of chaos, fight or flight. Spirit is saying, calm down. Find your center, regroup, get control of those emotions. They may not even be your emotions. I feel like I'm picking up a super empath here, somebody who is really, really affected by everything that's going on around them. And it tends to bring in this fight or flight energy. Okay. Sagittarius, we do have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, again, this feels like I think a lot of you are on your own, lack a support system. Some of you are distant from family, or some of you may not have family. Some of you may have grown up in the system. Some of you may have had neglectful or absent parental structure in your life. And there's a feeling here of having to fight your way up, fight your way through life. And I get it. I mean, I'm one of those people myself. Yeah. And I get that life feels hard, often. And there are times when I get up in the morning and I don't know if I can do it. Just being completely honest with you guys. And the older I get, the harder it gets. How it's like begging for mercy. It's like, please just let it be easy today. Please just let something be easy. And I say it myself, so I hear somebody else out there needing to hear this message too. The 8 of Swords in the reverse, yeah. A lot of it is fear of what could go wrong, because you've seen it go wrong before in the past, right? I mean, you've experienced that. Spirit is saying, It's hard, but try to remain optimistic, try to remain positive focused when it comes to whatever it is that you're thinking of here, Sagittarius, and it'll be different for each one of you. Because I get a lot of you having to beg for every little thing in the past, for every step, every good thing, begging for it. Just please, please, Spirit, just make this happen. Make it easy for me. And I totally understand, Sag. I totally do. I think you're tired. I think you're tired of things not being as very easy for you. Now, the strength here is the Judgment. This is the Phoenix bird, of course. It's coming up in the reverse. Finding your strength to start again. Finding it's hard. And I'm right there with you guys. For those of you who are later in life, going through yet another fresh start, yet another upheaval, yet another change. Yeah, it's hard. And it's harder the older you get. It just is, because, it's summoning up the courage, summoning up that survival instinct is going to be of super importance for you in the month of August. Finding some strength here. Yeah. We've got the Eight of Cups here. The challenge is, yet another quest, yet another walking away, yet another finding a new direction. Right at the beginning, I had this sense of you feeling like you weren't where you needed to be, or you weren't quite fitting where you're at. This is you having to find and being on the journey towards belonging, a place where you feel you're going to get your needs met. And it's a huge challenge, because you've had to do it alone, a lot of you Sagittarians, and you've had to do it multiple times in your life. Now, when it comes to the hope, we've got the Celtic owl, the Hanged Man. You're hoping for change, because I think that when you have in the past made changes in your life and had to have a fresh start, and you thought, okay, well, this is the path I'm on, and it hasn't quite worked out, you've become very disappointed, somewhat disillusioned by the journey, and you think, well, why didn't that work out? The Spirit's not telling me. The Moon card there. What isn't being revealed to me? Why is my journey so hard? And the hope is that you'll know soon. You'll know why the journey has been so hard for you. The fear is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Lack of just being constantly on the out. Being someone who is excluded. There's an energy here of feeling ostracized, having no one to offer you kindness, having to do it alone, working alone. Well, you're conquering that fear because you are doing it alone. I think a lot of you Sagittarians, you are. Every day you wake up and Spirit is giving you that little nudge of, hey, you know what? You're doing good here, Sagittarius, and you're doing it alone. So give yourself a pat on the back. Any kind of feeling that you couldn't do this, just look around you and look what you're doing. Look at the reality of the change that you're affecting in your life, and recognize that you do have the courage and you do have the strength to do this. You're doing it where a lot of other people couldn't. Sagittarius. Now, The goal, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This is this exhaustion, tiredness, wanting it to be easier. Can this just be easy, please? Can this just be easier? Just this one time? Just this one time, can this go well? Can this not have a whole bunch of obstacles planted in my way? Can I just not have to deal with stuff right now? I think Sagittarius, you're looking for an easier ride forward than what you've had. And what's being avoided here is the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're doing it alone. I think that people around you are avoiding you and avoiding seeing what's going on with you. I get turning their back, not acknowledging how far you've come, not acknowledging your strength, and not understanding just how difficult this process has been and is for you, Sagittarius. So I feel that there's people around you that are avoidant, that are people who have avoided taking their fair share of responsibility for what happened here. It could be past partners, exes, ex-spouses. In the environment, we do have the Death card, Ariadne. Yeah, it's going through this tough process of endings. Again, right, Sagittarius, again. Other people around you is the Justice card. This is interesting. You know, I feel that this is spirit. Don't worry about these people that have neglected you, that have turned their back on you. Don't worry about them. Spirit will take care of it. You probably doubt that. You think, oh, let's see, they're going to be fine. No. It will catch up with them. I get justice coming in. They will, at the end of the day, they will get their karmic justice, just as you will, in a positive way, for what you're achieving here. You know, the people who are rewarded in life are the people who suffer a lot. And I see you having suffered a lot in life. A lot of setbacks, a lot of obstacles. You probably weren't born into anything that was an easy life for you, Sag. I mean, you've had to fight your way constantly, and people just don't understand because you make it look easy. You've made it look easy to these people around you that your life is easy, but no. You know that you've had to fight, and you know that you have survived much. But you're not the type that goes around there begging for attention, saying, look at me, look what I've done. You know, you tend to do things on the down low, you get on with it. Quiet confidence is what I sense around you. Now also I see that there may be a Libra of importance in your life as well. And I do see a sense here around that person of karmic reward. This Libra. Now, I'm not sure who that is, but I do feel it is a spiritual connection. Doesn't have to be a lover. Could be anyone in your life of importance. And action to be taken. We've got the Green Man, the Emperor. So Sagittarius, I feel that this, again, for a lot of you, I feel that there's an energy here of healing from, I was talking about right at the beginning, parental neglect, parental abandonment, possibly by a father. Could all be more of a mother energy, but I'm mainly picking it up as a father or a father figure. somebody who was not there for you, abandoned the nest. I get healing energy around that. Now, you could be literally healing it with your father, or you could just be healing the father wound. The thing is, what this father gave to you, interestingly enough, was your strength. Because they were not someone who you were dependent upon. You had to be self-reliant. You had to be dependent on yourself. And that's what this father gave to you, really. The ability to look after yourself. So try not to think of it in a negative way. Now, we've got the Celtic owl, the hanged man here. Seeing things in a different way, I feel is a positive for you. So rather than see your circumstances as something that was entirely negative, look for the silver linings there, and the fact that this person, this father figure here, did give you, not that they were trying to, it's not that this person actively thought, I'm going to give that Sagittarius, by ignoring them and abandoning them, I'm going to give them strength. No. That person was not capable of that kind of thought. But by their actions, they did exactly that. They made you into this person who is self-reliant and can feather their own nest. Yeah. Now, what's hidden here is the Two of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. Sagittarius. What I'm getting here is that you are a slave no more. You are not a slave to the past. You're not a slave to what happened to you in the past. You're empowering yourself to not be seeing yourself in terms of victimhood. You're giving yourself strength, courage, willpower, and you're not giving that power away to an external authority anymore. This slave, I feel, is you in the past. I feel like you have let your life be led by an external authority. What's going on around you. Now, as a child, obviously that's something that you don't have control over, but as we grow in life, we have more and more control over our lives. And you are not your past. You are not what happened. You are stepping into, Sagittarius, your full power here. You're not surrendering your power away. You're not giving it away with anything. I get you having full control of your power here. Now, what you're releasing is the power to control others and how others interact with you. So I see you really starting to see how others interact with you in a different way, whereas before you might have seen yourself as someone who was a victim or someone who was controlled, or and you might have been. I don't see you seeing yourself that way anymore, Sag. I don't. I see you leaving that behind. You're really in the midst of a massive leveling up, a massive power up when it comes to self-empowerment. And you're doing it on your own. Out of necessity, I feel. So what I'm going to do here, Sag, is I'm going to take this to the extended. I hope that you join me there. The link is down below in the descriptions box. It'll be about a 20 to 30 minute reading. So if this is your story, Sag, please do join me there. I'll be turning over the outcome card, going much further into detail. I just see you being alone, but you know what? You'd rather be alone than be a slave to somebody else's need to control or need to have power over you. So let's see, what would this person want to say to you, Sagittarius? What would this person want to say to you? I feel it's this night, okay. Whenever something goes wrong, I just want to run back to you. I'm wondering if that's you though, Sag, to be honest. I'm wondering if that's you. When something goes wrong, you have a tendency to run back to an old version of yourself. We'll talk about it more in the extended. I hope that you join me. The link is down below in the descriptions box, Sag. If you'd prefer a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store, Gypsy Insights Tarot, and purchase directly there. Don't forget to press that thumbs up button, share me on your social media, and if you're a newcomer, I'd love to have you subscribe.